Here, take your pick from these. I have a weapon in case you're looking for some defense, or some cams, and I've dug up a few shards in case you'd prefer those.
I'll take the weapon.
Sure, here, take it.
I have the meat.
Ah, you don't know how long I've been waiting for. That should keep my bone.
Won't that go bad?
Here, take your pick from these. I have a weapon in...
I'll take the chems.
Not a problem. Here, take them.
I have the meat.
Ah, that should...
Won't that go bad?
Nah. Here, I have a weapon.
Give me the shards.
Not a problem. Here, take them.
was something hanging there.
I just can't believe that.
Yes, definitely.
He's joined us, you know?
The more of them that die, the better this world.
Well, well.
Say it again and you will pay for it.
He's joined us, you know?
You are being inefficient.
I just can't believe that.
You are making no sense.
It can't end like this.
You must consider that again.
I just can't believe that.
Say it again and you will pay for it.
Getting drunk. That's where he'll be.
An end will be brought to all of them.
Are you serious?
That is illogical.
Halt. Who are you? What's the password?
I don't answer to clerics.
And I don't respond well to hostility. How do you want this to go down? You've walked onto our ground, so I will ask you again. How did you find us?
Frank gave me your coordinates in the fort.
Frank? You've spoken to him. I've been trying to hatch a plan for days now to work out how to get him out of there.
Can I help you get your man back?
Right now, I'll take whatever help I can get. I want to get Frank home safely, and I fear if I go in after him, I'll just get him killed. You probably stand more chance than us. The outlaws are used to people passing through. They welcome all in the name of profit. It's not like they'll trust you, but they'll allow you in.
What's your plan for getting your man out of the fort?
Well, we can just ask them. The outlaws aren't going to suddenly start abiding by old agreements from the Great Council of Magellan. Elex is the only thing they respect. If we offer enough, the Duke should agree to set him free.
The Great Council of Magellan?
Yes. That was almost 100 years ago. There was constant warfare that threatened to destroy us all. It was the clerics who brought all the factions together to sign a non-aggression pact to save us all. You know, peace reigned for almost 40 years. But during that time, each group was increasing, growing in size, becoming more committed to their cause. It just made the next war all the bigger.
Why doesn't anyone keep to the pact now?
Because as a species, we're actually pretty damn dumb. And I'm not excluding the clerics here. In those days, the clerics were fighting the berserkers over at Elex deposit. They needed it for their mana. We needed it to drive our machines. When we weren't able to reach agreement, weapons began to speak instead.
And there's been war ever since?
The Horde assumed the war would be short. Back then, we didn't know the power their mana can unleash. We were arrogant. We assumed the technology we'd stockpiled, the weapons we developed would be enough. Then Berserker's magic grew stronger, until one battle where our machines failed. Whole squadrons of our troops were wiped out. We haven't recovered from that defeat, even today.
You left the outlaws out of your story.
Because they aren't worth my breath. They were violating the resolutions almost as soon as the Council had made them. Their attacks mostly consisted of small raids, but it was only a matter of time before they tried something bigger.
I've heard enough.
Good. Let me know when you're planning to head to the fort. We have to free our man.
Give me the Elexit. I'll pay to get your man out.
Very well. I'll put our man's fate in your hands. That elixir is going to buy the freedom of my friend. Don't let it go astray.
Why are you here?
To find out what's happening. Ever since the Duke took over here, the lines of communication with Ignadon have been shut down. Baxter might... Now, this... We want to know...
So...
Do I want to know if he's been tortured? If the outlaws have starved? If his belief is being challenged every... I know how the outlaws treat their captives.
We have to do something.
You must consider that again.
I want to buy Frank's freedom.
Frank? The cleric we're holding prisoner? Why do you want him? But I have no more use for him. Tell him he can go, but he's to carry a message back to Ignadon. Come to Tavar, and you will pay the price. Stay at home in the Hort, and you have nothing to fear from me. Maybe letting him go will send them a signal that they should be worrying about Zakor, not Tavar. Pay me, and he can go.
Here's the Elexit for Frank.
Ha! Changed my mind. You can keep the shards. Just remember how this played out. You've been smart. So don't fuck it up and get in my bad book some other way. Before you go, here's some well-meaning advice. See my generosity and think what that should mean for you. I look after my people here. And we have opportunities for all those who stay here.
I spoke with Hartmut.
You found our group commander? And he spoke to you? To an outsider? What can I say? It must be my charisma. Do you want to know what he said?
Well, if he trusts you with a message, then my mistrust of you was unwarranted. Please, tell me, what did he say to you?
He tasked me with buying your freedom.
Then, why am I sitting here? Are you going to do what he asks, or not?
I've paid the ransom money. You can go.
What do you mean, go?
I mean, go. Leave.
This feels like a trick. You'll put a bullet in my head as soon as I try and leave, won't you? You or Iron Madison? When I last saw that guard, Iron Madison, she appeared convinced that the only way I'd leave was dead, regardless of what the Duke says. She's bitter enough to make that good, even if someone else has said I can leave. No, I can't risk leaving until she's convinced I can, or she's dead.
The Duke said Frank could go free.
What? Why the hell would he say that?
You want to question the Duke?
No, but I want no part of this. You'll have to set him free.
I can do that.
Good. Look for me when that cleric's gone. I have a job for you. I'll tell you the details later. So, if you have any personal business to take care of, get it taken care of. And make sure you're straight and focused when you come to do this job, right?
I'll think about it.
Thinking won't earn you profit, favor, or shards. So, make your mind up soon.
Iron Madison is out of the way for now. You should get out of here whilst you can.
I'm going to find my unit, and if I can get back to them, I can get you a reward. Hartmut is a true follower of Kalan. He is certain to pay you back, if he's still alive. So, good luck out there, my friend. May Kalan watch over you.
It's better to lose a good friend than your sense of humor.
coward just ran away. Some people are saying he should be sent into the wilderness and left there for that.
An end will be brought to all of them.
Well, well.
Your man Frank has been freed.
And you got him free?
Yes.
You've accomplished what a squad of clerics could not. The least I can do is pay you for the help you've given.
The Ice Palace, that's where the decision will be made.
Getting drunk, that's where he'll be.
You are making no sense.
It can't end like this.
You must consider that again.
We have to do something.
You are
Commander, this should assist you.
Oh, you found something. Thank you.
Your weapons down.
Smart decision.
Hello, stranger. You should stock up on supplies before you head out into the wilderness. I have
What do you have to offer me?
everything in a...
What do you have to offer me?
everything in...
I've heard a lot about that. I'm not sure I believe it.
No, I'm not good enough for that.
No, I'm not good enough for that. Is active. It appears to be connected to another near the Hort in Ignadon.
Hey, you've been out in the wilderness, right?
Yes.
Well, I'm looking for a guy, and I wonder if you've seen him. He's called Ray. He's an outlaw with a big mouth on him. Bit of a waster. You haven't met him anywhere out there, have you?
No, I've not met anyone called Ray.
Yeah? Well, if you do find Ray, can you let me know?
So you've got one of these contracts?
You know about them, do you? Well, yes, I've got one. And I'm gonna claim the reward for it.
I'll pay you for the contract.
You will? Well, all right. But I want the full reward. 1,000 Elex, just as it says on the contract.
I'm sorry. You want too much. This is a bad deal.
It's not a bad deal from my perspective. So 1,000 is the price, and that's that. Put that weapon down.
Hello, stranger. I have the best go-
Then show me.
Only the-
Halt! Not a step further. No one is allowed into the city without an entry permit.
Where can I get an entry ID?
You can't. We're full. We're short of supplies. So the decision has come down to close the gates. The full allocation of entry IDs has been given out, and we have instructions not to let anyone else in. Those outlaws have us stretched enough as it is. I'm not saying you're working with them, but until law and order is reestablished, we can't risk any more undesirables joining up with them. You'll have to wait till all this is over and done with. Say, there's a bunch of others who can't get in who've taken up residence in some houses near here. Why don't you join up with them?
Have there been any Alb attacks here recently?
With Zakor on our northern border, there are always Alb troops coming through on their way somewhere, but they don't seem to be attacking us here for the moment.
But have you heard anything about Alexiters traveling through Abessa?
Yeah, I have now that you mention it. Alexiter Calyx was reported to have headed north with a few combat units and a troop of mechs.
Alexiter Calyx. So he's been promoted. Tell me, how long ago did Alexiter Calyx head north?
A few days ago. They must be back at the Ice Palace in Zakor by now. What's with the interest in Alexiters? You go chasing them, you'll just find trouble. And I don't want them tracing that trouble back here.
I'm asking so I can avoid them.
Don't treat me like a rookie. You sound like someone who wants a showdown. So let me give you a warning. That approach is gonna get you and anyone close to you killed. Halt! Not a step further. No one is allowed into the city without an entry permit.
Halt! Nobody is allowed into the city without an ID. Halt! Nobody is allowed into the city without an ID.
What's happening in the city?
Well, the domed city is a refuge for all. Outlaws, berserker, clerics, anyone who wants to be somewhere other than their homeland. Being away from home, you'd think they'd care less about what faction they were from. But for some reason, some of them have got even more fanatical. That makes keeping order difficult sometimes. The outlaws are the worst. They don't understand rules or sharing, or in some cases, that people have a right to stay alive.
How do I get an ID?
You'll have to go to Gregor at the other gate. He's the only one authorized to issue new IDs. We aren't letting a lot of people in. We're having...
You don't see...
But there's a... They just...
You want the out...
I...
At the price...
Well, I would... But...
You want...
And...
Nah.
Just believe in
Welcome
it.
to the camp of the
Belief
impure,
overcomes.
where the poor souls barred from the city stand and wait for the Alps to kill them.
What do you want here?
We don't want anything here. We want to be in there, as the law says we can. Those clerics are supposed to uphold the law.
I want to get into the city.
Have you tried to get in yet?
Yes, I went to the gate.
And you got turned away, right?
I wouldn't be here otherwise.
Okay. I can offer you a way to get into the city, but it's risky because you might not get out again. At least not if they confiscate your ID.
Why won't I be able to get out?
All right. I just hope things don't go the same way they did with Cooper. The clerics have shut the city up tight. They won't let anyone who doesn't have a valid ID through the gate. Not in, not out.
Why would the clerics stop people leaving the city?
They're stopping them meeting up with us. That's what I heard. Paranoid assholes. Anyway, we're off the point. You want in, right? And I can give you a counterfeit ID that will get you in. But once you're inside there, I need you to go and take an ID card to Cooper. That way he can come back out again. Like I say, I can get you in, but I also need you to help me out. You good with that? Does that sound like a deal?
Deal. Give me the ID, and I'll meet Cooper.
Good. Right. That's the plan. Long term. You see, Wick has all the blank IDs. So before I can get you an ID, I need you to get me Wick.
Where is Wick?
Well, that there is a good question. You see, he's been gone for a while. He'd gone over to the ruin. You should look. Just look through.
I've got a message.
What does that tool want? I can't imagine he's opening the gate for.
He wants you all dead.
And he sent you to tell me that. I always said that piss streak was a. We're going nowhere.
What do I get for running your errand?
If Gustav, he's not good. It seems you. I want to see that asshole. Bring him here.
You have a deal. I'll bring him here.
It might even give us a way in if he's not on the gate anymore. Maybe, maybe not. But it'll be one less cleric. Either way, bring Gustav to us.
Okay.
You think you know what's going on? No one knows what's going on.
Are there any traitors out here?
Out here?
Don't.
If there's what is it you're looking?
Just show me.
All right.
I'm looking.
Sure.
I'm looking to buy a weapon.
Sure. If you have the shards.
I'm looking to buy a weapon.
Sure.
Something like that.
Someone's gotta... sort this shit out before we drown in it.
I'm looking to buy a weapon.
Sure.
Here, I'll take it.
Shards to me, and to you, your key.
What am I supposed to do with this?
You open the crate in the shack over there with it. I don't lug all my merchandise around with me. Go on, go and get it. You won't be disappointed.
I'll see you later, all right?